Hello, this is Goku. Put one.
This is the amazing CJB.
This is Ren Krypton.
Math Mars 79.
Hey everyone, this is Henry here, also known as the Ultimate SSJ0X. How y'all doing?
What pisses me off is
We'll be here later.
Yeah, so.
And so we're here to talk about everything E3. We'll be talking about all of the press conferences, I'm pretty sure. At least I have something to say about every single one of them except for the PC one. And we'll be talking about a bunch of the games, so stick with us. And let's get started. Who wants to start? Let's start out with all our big things. So who wants to start out with your biggest item?
Can I go with Shenmue 3?
I would have started.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll start by saying this. Never thought it was going to happen. Ever. I was the guy saying, don't even mention it, it's not going to happen. I was that guy.
Same here until I saw the rumors, I saw the leaks and all this stuff. But the cool thing about it, the Kickstarter is still going.
Yeah.
How much made?
It's at 3,254,301.
Damn.
The only thing I have to say about its Kickstarter, I do want to say one thing about its Kickstarter. Its stretch goals are horrible.
Yeah.
Really?
Have you seen them?
Not yet.
I have them on the list. Anybody want me to tell
I'll name them. Yeah, you name them.
Alright. So far, the stretch
Just
goals...
name all of them. Name all of the stretch goals so people can know the kind of stuff that you get if you donate beyond the 2 mil.
Alright. So far, if you donate, you get a certain item.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the stretch goal.
Right.
I have them right here, okay?
Right.
So the first stretch goal, and I'm not going to say the number, but the first stretch goal is Shenmue 1 and 2 cinematic shorts. That's great. That's what a stretch goal should look like. The next one is language, then another language, then another language, then another language. Literally, they're saying, hey, donate more money. It might be in your language. Then we get to report system. I don't know what that is exactly. I haven't played part 2, and I don't remember what that was. But then we get skill tree. Now we get to things that... What?
I was going to say I've never experienced the game, so I hope there's a remastered version so I can actually play
Well, it says here that what's for you is the Shenmue 1 and 2 cinematic shorts. Those are going to be... I'm guessing they're probably going to be like the Xbox DVD, where they give you the story in probably about an hour.
Pretty much to catch up to what the story 3 is supposed to be about.
So there's going to be something, it's going to be coming up with something for people like you, CBJ, to where so there's going to be something in there to where, to catch you up. But I'm just saying, the stretch goals seem weird. They don't seem like it. Like the next couple are mini game extensions of like mini games, additional quests. But stretch goals should be like extra characters, like HD remasters, things that you want, not languages, not fundamental parts of the game like skill-free system. That should be a fundamental part of the game. That kind of bugs me. But yeah, let's get back onto the good news.
I was going to say, can we actually do conferences in order? So we'll start off with Microsoft first.
Well, no, we're gonna go by item by item by item. And if we went by conferences, we wouldn't be going by Microsoft anyways. We'd be going by can't think of it. The one with Fallout. They were the first. Technically Nintendo, because they had their little mini direct. But yeah.
Yeah.
There's also
I
that
saw
digital
all but
direct they did.
What?
Oh, did anybody watch the World Championships for Nintendo? That was fun.
Yeah, yes, I saw that. But let's get back on. So, do we still want to talk about Shenmue, or do we want to go to the next topic?
Oh,
go ahead
in regards,
either one.
Yeah.
I was going to say that in regards to Shenmue 3, I think the reason why 1 and 2 haven't been added on is because I think they're going to do a remaster of 1 and 2.
Like HD release?
Yeah, because it makes sense. I mean, the third game is already funded. So of course people would want to play the first 2 games.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, to get
They
Well,
might,
but here's the thing, though. This $2 million is going for the extra items, pretty much, if you think about
But
it.
the reason I doubt that's the case, is because that would have been a nice reward. That would have been a nice, you pledge $100, you get remasters of 1 and 2. The one thing, actually, that really bugs me about this right now with the rewards is they've all but confirmed this is going to be a digital release.
oh.
But also, you get a
To
physical
look at
copy
it,
on
to get a
PC,
physical
though.
copy, you have to get it on PC.
Yeah.
You can't get a physical copy of the PS4
Yeah,
version.
but do you think maybe if this is successful in sales, like with those who haven't donated or whatever, you think that they'll change Sony's mind to actually expand this universe for other consoles with physical copies?
They might.
Because he's been asked in an interview that he has ideas, but one of them also includes Shenmue 4. So maybe this will show Sony that this game could make them so much money, since it's like a well-asked game for the last 14 years.
But I'm just saying, there are a few things here that I don't like. Another thing is and I will come out straight. I have to say this. This whole Kickstarter is in bad taste. I don't know if you've known the news. This isn't how the game's getting funded. Sony is funding the game.
Yeah, about $30 million, which is less than the first one. The first one actually took about $47 million to make.
Yeah, but the point of this is, and let's be honest, okay? They're using the Unreal Engine. A lot of cost goes into building an engine. They probably had to build an engine for this game in the first place.
Yeah.
The point of it is, a lot of the cost is off the table. It is modern gaming. Does cost more money, but it also costs less money in a way, because there are things things get easier over time. So building the same game 10 years from now is easier than building it. So there are some factors here that makes that cost not ridiculous. But the reason this is in bad taste is this is literally just to gauge things. Like, this is literally Sony figuring out if they're wasting money. Because if this thing hadn't been funded, they wouldn't have made the game. They had the money. They can afford to do the game. They just wanted to make sure that there was interest in it. Now, obviously, they're going to make the game now, but I'm just saying it's kind of in bad taste because...
You think because they're scared that Sega might do something about it, since they released originally a Sega property?
No, they can't. Sega can't because they got the rights to it. If you look at the story, it was easy for them to get the rights. No, it's not. That's not the concern. The concern is that... or the idea of it is they were concerned they were going to lose money. That's part of making games. You have a fan base that's been really, really up about making a sequel. You shouldn't need to do this. To me, it's a little bit in bad taste. I've tried to look at it through Sony's perspective, but to be honest, it is in bad taste. But yeah, I think most of us are excited for Shenmue 3. The people here that I don't think are excited are probably gonna want to play the first 2 to see what all the hype is. So, who wants to go with who wants to go with their next game?
No, I'll talk about the
Okay.
I was going to talk about the backwards capabilities of Xbox 360 and Xbox One.
Let's absolutely talk about that. Okay, anybody got an opinion on that?
Why didn't they do it in the first place?
Yeah.
I can explain
Upon
that.
launch title. I mean,
No, I can explain that really, really simply. There's a lot of cost that goes into this. This is not a cheap process. I was talking to a friend earlier about this topic, and he completely agreed with me. This could theoretically be wasting money. The reason they're doing it is to try to get people who theoretically would buy a PS4 who owns an Xbox 360 to go buy an Xbox One, because now that there is this incentive. Oh, my games are no longer this. This is certainly better than what Sony is doing, and Microsoft made fun of that. But this is costful. This is expensive because you have to make every game work on the system.
Yeah.
This is not a simple thing. This is similar to what they did with Xbox 360, and this is expensive. This is costful. And this is, and so they're gonna roll in titles. That's the reason they didn't do it, and that's the reason why Sony has claimed they're not gonna be doing this. that they don't want backwards compatibility because it is expensive. It's not.
Now, here's my question about that though. Are they going to have like a firmware update for the current owners of Xbox One?
No. It's going to work on every Xbox One.
Mm-hmm.
This is not going to cost anybody anything. It's just going to be an update. It's because right now it's already available. If you are a preview member of the Xbox preview, you already have access to like a dozen titles, which all of them, like most of them, are bad games. I think Mass Effect, like not bad games, but they're really weird games because one of the worries I had is that the games that are available on Xbox One already were going to be excluded from this list, and that's not the case at all because about half of the games are on the Rare replay, so they wouldn't have had any of those games like Perfect Dark Zero, Perfect Dark, Vita Pinata. Those are games available now, and Mass Effect. Those are games you can literally play right now if you're part of Xbox Preview. Because I own an Xbox One, so this was a big thing for me.
But here's the thing, but thanks to this new, the what people wanted, you think they're going to need to make a new Xbox One with a bigger hard drive, or ask people to buy their own hard drives?
Well, they're already going to do one, but no, this is not going to. This isn't like. First of all, this whole thing isn't hard drive space won't be an issue with this because I don't know if you know this. Xbox games are about 10 gigs a piece. Xbox 360 games.
Yeah, I noticed that.
They're small.
Yeah.
In terms of content size?
Well, no, they're only on a DVD. They're not on a Blu-ray, so they're nowhere near as big as PS3 games. So you can fit a ton of games on it. Most games are probably 4 to 7 gigs. The big ones are 10 gigs. So this is certainly not going to be an issue. It can handle this completely. Like literally on one Xbox One disc, they have all of the Halo games. Or not all of them, but Halo 1, 2, 3, and 4, just to kind of give you an idea. And Halo 2 is actually an enhanced version. Halo 1 and 2 are, but enhanced version that I think takes up a lot of that space. So no, that space isn't going to be a big issue. And unfortunately, when it comes to hard drives, I don't think you can switch your hard drive out on the Xbox One.
Mark, on the subject of Halo, what did you guys think of Halo 5?
Okay, I guess.
Damn excited. Am I the only Halo fan here?
I'm excited for it. I'm starting to read the books of them.
Okay, so you are a fan of Halo?
Yes.
I've only played the first back in the day, so
I'm kind of a casual fan about it, so I'll play it from time to time, to be honest.
I play it for the story only. I don't play the multiplayer pretty much ever.
I don't either. Just the story. I just love the story and the music.
I've played all but ODST because ODST is literally DLC. I wasn't going to buy that.
Oh.
But I've played all of them.
That's the one I didn't play, and Halo Wars.
You played what?
I didn't play ODST or Halo Wars.
Yeah, I didn't play Halo Wars either because Halo Wars is not a canon game. But you have played 1 through 4?
Yes, I have.
Okay. The really exciting thing for this, I don't know if you know this, there's this new character named Locke. Do you know anything about him?
I think he was a character from ODST.
No, I don't think he is.
we don't know if he's an ally or foe, isn't he?
He's I believe he was introduced in this like cinematic thing that they have on Xbox One. I believe he's a new character. He might be, but I don't think he is because I don't think he's in ODST. And Locke is one of the. You know how there's 2 Spartans in the game?
Yes.
Well, Locke is the other Spartan in the game, and Locke will have his team of 3 Spartans, and then Master Chief will have his team of 3 Spartans, and it's drop in, drop out cooperative play. And you can have 4 of your friends play, and you're playing one of the 2 teams.
Ooh, that's
you're the
fun.
Master Chief's or Locke's team.
Okay, that makes it more fun now.
Yeah, and one of Locke's members is being played by Nathan Fillion.
So is Locke after Master Chief then? Or
Yes, I don't know why, but he is. I don't know why yet. I don't think they've revealed why yet. They haven't really went into the story of that. And I've seen the first episode of the web series where he's introduced, and it seems completely unrelated to this. I don't know if maybe there is some clues at the end, but I'm really excited for this. I think that's really cool that they're doing that. One of my biggest problems with the first game is when you play co-op in the first game, both of you are Master Chief.
Yeah, that was annoying.
Yeah, that takes me out of the game. Luckily, in the second game, they introduced the Arbiter. Or no, I don't think the second game, I don't think you know, because the Arbiter and you are. So, like, eventually they do introduce other characters for you to do that with. But here are your 4 characters. I don't think you can play as any of them through the main campaign. I think you just play Locke and Master Chief. But it's still cool to have cooperative multiplayer. It's still cool to have this idea. And to me, this is good that they're doing this. I mean, I'm happy about that. I can't wait for... that's one of the big reasons I got an Xbox One. I can't wait to play that game.
Yeah, you got all the consoles now, haven't you?
Yes, I got all 3.
That's cool.
So, what's the next game on our... what's the next topic on our chopping block?
I've got my for Microsoft. I'm actually talking about...
Well, then tomorrow, you haven't brought up a game. Bring up a game now.
Does it have to be Microsoft?
Rise the
What made you excited about the press conference?
I think I got one.
For the one that excited me the most, besides Shenmue, which we've already covered, would be the Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Okay, I think everybody here wants to talk about that.
Yeah.
Okay, I will begin by saying, yet again, Rich Shenmue thought this was never going to happen.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yet again, it's one of these times I'm happy to be wrong. I'm happy for you guys to rub it in my face. Thank you.
I thought they were trolling at first.
Yeah.
Before the trailer came out.
I'm actually so surprised they did not troll us. You know why? You know what they should have done?
What?
They should have shown us part of the PC port, and then transferred into that exact same scene in the remake. Because you know what they did last year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Ported. They announced a port for the PS4.
Yeah. Did you?
Yeah. And we're still getting that. That's still happening. I don't know if you know that. That is still happening. That's happening this winter.
You got Maximilian's reaction.
Yes, I seen it.
He walked with.
What? What was your reaction?
Maximilian dude.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Which one? Last year or the current?
I saw both of them.
Because I enjoyed both of them. The walk out like, fuck this, you know.
I actually loved his Shenmue one. Did you guys see a Shenmue reaction?
yeah.
Oh yeah.
It was like there's Final Fantasy VII. There's Half-Life 3, and then there's Shenmue 3, and then the music starts, and he's like, what? Like,
I literally almost cried during that part.
That would have been amazing if they had actually shown us, Half-Life 3. That would have shake the internet. Because I don't know if you guys know that. That's like one of the biggest jokes in gaming.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. What is it?
It's gonna be pretty cool.
Half-Life 3. You haven't heard of this?
I've heard of Half-Life, but I've never played it.
They made Half-Life 1, they made Half-Life 2, but then they decided to do episode 1 and 2 of Half-Life 2, so we get more content. And they still haven't done episode 3, and it's been so long. It's been like uber long. The game came out at the same time. Just to give you a sense, that game came out at the same time as Halo 2. And we haven't gotten to part 3.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's gonna
Like,
be.
this is literally... Imagine this, okay? You know how Kingdom Hearts 3 is taking so long?
Yeah.
Imagine still no announcement, and there had not been any in between Kingdom Hearts. That's what they're going through, and this isn't one of these times where the franchise didn't make money. No, Half-Life is a very successful franchise. It's one of Valve's most successful ones. So it's like the joke in the gaming industry. Like, and literally they troll us all the time with it, because there was a thing where they literally did an event that had 333 written all over it. And there was no Half-Life 3. Like, literally, everyone was like, Half-Life 3 is going to be cut. Nope. Like, it's literally the joke in the industry. Like, there are these, and, like, 2 of them were just announced. So, that was a huge deal.
It's going to be pretty cool. That Cloud's going to be dressing up as a girl in HD. That's going to be pretty sick.
Yes.
Wait,
Yes,
Cloud cross-dressing?
Yeah.
Yes, that has been confirmed. How do you guys feel about the announcement that they are changing gameplay?
I'm okay with it.
How are they changing it?
We don't know. They've just stated that this is not a remaster. This is a remake. They are modernizing the game. They are making it for a modern audience.
I'm actually quite excited for that way.
So it's not going to be turn-based?
No, they haven't said what it is. They haven't said if that just means no random encounters, if that means changing the battle system. Like, they haven't explained what that means. Yet again, you could still make a modern turn-based game, but I do think they're going to speed it up a little bit. But I do think they're going to take out random encounters, and one of the things that somebody said online that I kind of agree with is, you know how when you walk out Midgard for the first time, and Midgard's, like, really tiny and you're, like, big?
Yeah.
I think they're going to make all of the cities to scale, so that when you're looking at Midgard, when you go to the field, Midgard is going to be massive in the background.
Wow.
And they're also going to have to change up the story a bit because of Zack Fair.
Yeah, you know what? I was going to say that they should add Crisis Core combined with Final Fantasy VII. That would be so sick.
Well, there is one thing interesting. If you look at that trailer, you see the skies, and they're, like, clear in the beginning, and then there's a green light, and then you see the screens being green like we know they are.
Are you talking about when Genova comes down?
And a lot of IGN actually in their Rewind video actually speculated, what if that is Genova coming down? What if there's going to be a prequel in this set when Genova comes down? What if we're going to get that? Like, what if that's the beginning of the game? Are you guys all good for that?
I want to see everything. I want to see how Shinra begun and everything. That would be pretty cool.
So,
do you think we're going to get any direct ties to 10, or do you think they're going to leave that out?
I think they're going to leave it out, probably.
Okay. I really don't see any real ties to 10 because
it is that's confirmed.
It's a free.
I looked it up myself, and going by the past history of Final Fantasy, the character Shinra can very well just be another one of those name drop. Here's the quick nod to it.
Look up the actual thing. I'm near positive one of the people that work in the game actually confirmed it. No, it is absolutely confirmed. It is. They are in the same. They're not on the same planet. They are in the same world. It is a different planet, but no, it is. I think it is confirmed. I think there was a statement at some point. And again, I'm not saying they will. They might reference something there. If they, depending on how far go back, I don't know. Do you remember when Genova came? Do you know if it was hundreds of years ago, or do you know if it was recent? Do you remember? Do you know?
Yeah, it was 2,000 years ago before Final Fantasy VII. Something like that.
What?
It was thousands of years ago before Final Fantasy VII even started, wasn't it?
I don't know, because that would be really weird, because then that wouldn't make a lot of sense, because this looks like the city beforehand, and I don't think that city's been around for 2,000 years. So I don't know. Like, obviously, I do think it's going to be something. It could be It could be when Sephiroth first goes crazy. That's possible. But there are a lot of possibilities. I do think they will. I think they will add content. I do think there will be more content. But yeah, I mean that's good. Any more specifics on this? Because I don't think there's a lot of information on this. Anybody else want to talk about this?
No, I was gonna say next Kingdom Hearts 3 because we're on Square. What did you guys think of Kingdom Hearts 3? It's fucking amazing, you know. Next gen.
The gun keyblade? Machine gun keyblade?
I know. Do you want to hear the story? I know the actual story. What's going to go on? I won't go into spoilers with Dream Drop Distance or anything like that. So do you want to hear me out?
Okay.
Right, basically, you see Xehanort and Master Ericus playing chess, yeah. And Master Xehanort's talking about the Lost Masters, which was in the Keyblade War, because darkness took over light in the Keyblade War. So we're actually going to explore that origin when there was kids and how Xehanort turned to the dark side. Because you see the actual Keyblade, he was actually holding in Birth by Sleep on the wall. So you're going to see like an origin of that. So that is pretty cool. So yeah, that's mainly the story we've got so far for Kingdom Hearts 3. So
a tiny bit of a prequel.
I think.
Oh wait, wouldn't that be for Unchained and not Kingdom Hearts 3?
Well, no, it's going more into the backstory. They've done this in the past. Like, it's not going to be a prequel per se. They're just going to show more of this, and it's probably going to lead up to the events of what's actually happening in 3. Remember, 3 is, for all intents and purposes, the epic conclusion to the story.
Yeah, it's
big things are going to happen in this game.
Kingdom Hearts 3 is the final arc for the Xehanort saga, the Darkseeker saga. It's the final game for that saga, but they'll do more games. It isn't the final game. But I do think that Unchained is a prequel to the Keyblade War. That's what it says in the timeline. But we will see. Yeah.
So Unchained, you think Unchained is going to be based around the Great Keyblade War?
Before the Keyblade War, I saw the timeline.
Okay.
So that's going to be pretty cool. And we don't know anything about the Lost Masters or anything, so maybe in Kingdom Hearts 4 we'll talk about the Lost Masters and stuff like that, so that'll be pretty interesting.
Mm-hmm.
But did anybody see the calendar at the back of Master Ericus' head? That might
November,
be a hint.
yeah. What, November 1st, 2016?
Yeah, Mark knows about it, don't you, Mark? You saw the video, don't you, by the Gamers Joint? You know, the release date hint in the calendar.
Yes. You want me to explain that?
Yes, please.
Okay, so in the back of in the back of that scene where the two are playing chess, there's a calendar.
Yeah.
The calendar is coincides with 2 upcoming dates. October 2015 and December 2016. Looking at all of the facts, nothing that would seem like anything is happening in October. There are no big gaming events, nothing to announce, and certainly the game's not going to be released then, because that doesn't make any sense.
Yes. Well, we're going to get more news at the Tokyo Game Show, but...
Yeah, but that's before that.
Yeah.
That's a month before. So, but December of 2016 is absolutely a realistic time to release the game.
Well,
so a lot of people are speculating that might be its launch window.
Well, that's been confirmed fake today because the guy that made the video for the Winter 2016 leak, he actually said he made it up the release date. So that's been debunked.
What? But we're talking about the calendar.
Yeah, I know, but there was also a leak video on YouTube. Somebody says, because somebody made a video saying it's going to come out Winter 2016 after Kingdom Hearts 3, and you hear Master Xehanort's voice and Sora.
Yeah, I'm just saying it still could come out at that time.
It can still come out, yeah, definitely, but the guy says he made up the date, so we'll see what happens at the Tokyo Game.
I'm just talking about the calendar, that's all I'm talking about.
I'm talking about both, though. Well, I think it would be pretty cool if you play as Master Ericus, the child, Master Ericus with the blue hair. It would be pretty cool if you actually played with him first and experienced the flashbacks why Xehanort turned bad, why he interested in the Keyblade War and the Lost Masters. So that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, I hope we see Aqua in the game.
No, we'll see Aqua in the game. Do you mind if we're going to spoilers about Birth by Sleep or?
Let's not, because this is an E3 podcast,
Yeah,
so I don't want people to leave.
Okay.
I think everybody's okay with that, right? Let's not go with spoilers unless we have to.
Yeah, okay. That's cool.
If it's important. Okay, I haven't brought up anything yet, so let me bring up something.
Well, spoiled.
I don't know who here is a fan of the series, so I will bring it up. Fallout 4.
Wow, that was amazing. The crafting system was sick. That was the first time they ever did that.
Yes. Who's here has played a Fallout game?
I've never played a Fallout game, but Fallout 4...
I barely started playing 3 in Vegas recently.
Never played them.
Oh,
Never.
Okay. I played quite a bit of 3. The only reason I stopped playing the game was because the game glitched, and I literally saved after the glitch happened, locking me out of the game. So I lost I had another save file, but I would have lost 2 hours of gameplay. So I was I'm done with it, and I was probably a quarter through the game. So it kind of got me not wanting to play the game. But the game I played was fantastic. Games like that tend to have glitches. They happen. I'm really excited for this game. I like Bethesda's. I like Bethesda's open world games. I played Morrowind. I've played a lot of Oblivion. I played some of Skyrim, and I played Fallout 3. So I can't wait for this game. The big news that wasn't actually at Bethesda's, which really surprised me, is that mods will be coming to the Xbox One. Now, we don't know if the PS4 will be getting mods. That's huge news. Does anybody know how huge that is?
Yeah, no, the people have been wanting to do that for the longest.
Yeah, that's huge.
But that's literally the reason I wouldn't literally. I didn't even think about buying Skyrim for the PS3 or Xbox 360, and I won't buy Fallout 3 or Fallout New Vegas on either one of those. I'd buy it for my PC. And so this is big because this changes the game. Now I don't know how that's going to work, because that doesn't make a lot of sense, because mods can actually be big things. So I think they're going to have to lock some mods out, because there are literally mods that change the game.
Yeah, you also said...
one example, in Grand Theft Auto 5, there's a mod that either raises the water to where it's halfway to the top of skyscraper, or gets rid of all the water. That's a big mod. That's something big, and that's not even one of the big mods. There are mods that literally change how the game works.
Is that for the PC?
There's actually a mod. Actually, there's another mod that actually puts Vice City in the game. These are big mods, and they change how the game works.
Is that
and
for
stuff
the PC?
like that. What?
Is that for the PC, Mark?
Yeah, there are no mods on the console versions of Grand Theft Auto 5. So that changes things. So that's interesting. But no, Fallout. This game looks cool. I love the character customization. Do you guys like that?
Yeah, it's great.
I actually like where the wife judges your appearance.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's not the wife necessarily judging. It's the wife or the husband, because you can switch between the two. And so you do get to choose which character you play as.
Also glad that the dog, the companion you get, the dog doesn't die at all.
What, Cogsworth, the robot, or the dog, or...
I can't wait to find out how you survived 200 years. That's going to be interesting.
It sounds like a hibernation, like Captain America, with no eyes.
We all know this. Alien.
You age you do age in the games.
Oh, that's it.
Because in part 3, and this is not a spoiler because this is literally the first part of 3, okay?
Yeah.
If this is literally a spoiler, then don't play the game because I'm literally going to tell you like the first part of the game. The first part of the game is that you start out as a baby, and you go through each level of development while building your character.
Yeah, because me and Daniel have never played Fallout 4 before when we want to get into the series, so I don't know if about him, but I want to. And
And I'll say this right now: you don't need to play any of the other games.
Yeah, I was going to say that. You don't have to play the other games because it doesn't connect. It's different stories, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, almost all completely different. It's going to be a different city. There might be connecting threads, but they're going to be tiny things. They're going to be nods. Obviously, this is not Final Fantasy where it's a completely different world, but this is certainly this is going to be in a different time period. It's very much like the Elder Scrolls games where you might be in the same world, but you're dealing with a different time period, and you're also dealing with a different location of the world. It's going to be the same thing to where there might be characters that said things that sometimes... It's going to be like a Grand Theft Auto game. You can play any Grand Theft Auto game. You have a new character, new environments, new people. So yeah, and literally, I do recommend you play this game.
Yeah.
It's, like, these games are literally do what you want. Like, literally, you can just go up to a random person and shoot them.
That's sick, that is. And you can customize your own house and everything, and customize your own weapons. That's sick, that is.
Like I actually had a friend of mine, and this is not this game, but it's similar enough. In Morrowind, the Elder Scrolls Morrowind, he killed everybody.
Damn.
Wow.
He literally killed every NPC. He just went around killing people.
Yeah. I was
to where there was nothing you could do in the game because he killed everybody. And like literally in those games, you can kill shopkeepers to where there are no more shopkeepers.
Yo.
Damn.
I need to get the game. I can't wait to get it.
And these games are similar, so you can do stuff like that. Like there are choices in the game that will literally change how the world operates.
That's sick, that is.
Does that sound amazing?
When does it begin?
Mm-hmm.
When does
This year, I forgot the exact date. I believe it's in November, but don't quote me on it.
Oh, what did you guys think of Ball thing? Fallout Shelter? That's pretty cool.
I don't have iOS. So yet again, I don't get to play that.
Wait.
Yeah. Still waiting on the Android version of that.
Yeah, if they make one. It kind of bugs me because with Square Enix titles, I know they're going to make it. The only problem I have with downloadable Square Enix titles, they're too dang expensive. I don't know if you guys have ever looked. They're expensive.
Like how much specifically? Like how much are we talking about?
$20, $30, $15 if you're lucky.
Damn.
I mean, there are cheaper ones, but the cheaper ones are literally like ancient games. Like Grand Theft Auto games are like $10.
Like the more obscure type-ish games.
Oh no, but the Grand Theft Auto games, which are fairly common fare, which are PS2 games, those are like $10, maybe $12 if you're getting one of the better ones.
Yeah.
San Andreas.
Everyone was going mental when for the Bethesda conference, the night when they announced Fallout Shelter, it was going to release on the same night. Everybody was going.
Yeah, that was amazing. Dragon Quest VIII is $20.
Huh. Dragon Quest.
It was on the PS2, I think.
Yeah.
Wasn't that created by the creator of Dragon Ball Z?
Yep.
Akira Toriyama.
Dragon Quest V, $15. I mean, these games, Dragon Quest VI, $15. They're expensive. I mean, I own one because I paid $1 for it. I'm eventually gonna buy 2 and 3 because they're like better versions. Wow. The main character of 3 looks just like little Goku. because he's been working on those games for ages. Now, he doesn't make the game, he made the art. He designed the characters.
The art style.
Yeah, he also worked on
One of them
Chrono
looks like
Trigger.
Yep.
one of them looks like Kid Goku, literally.
Somewhat of vibes.
Oh,
Kind of get up a
Trigger
Gohan
is-
vibe from it.
I forgot Chrono Trigger was on here.
I was gonna say to Ren and Mark that you guys loved Doom, didn't you?
I love
Yes,
Doom.
no, I'm excited for Doom. Yet again, it's another remake that kind of pisses me off. They already started it with Doom 3. Yes, Doom 3 is a remake.
Well, I've only played the first one.
No, put that in your... Actually process that for a second. A game that's called 3 is a remake. Whoever thought that was a good idea, do you know?
No.
No.
Like, literally, I'm sure some of you might have went, hey, do I need to play the first two before I can play this? No,
Yeah.
because it's a remake.
Well, the thing I'm interested in is the snap map, where you can basically customize your maps online. That is fucking sick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they are doing a lot of customization. Yet again, with Bethesda, those were their big two games. That's what they spent the most of the time on. And like those games do look freaking amazing. Like I am not the biggest first-person shooter fan, but I like the story of Doom. I like the fact that you're a Marine that has to go to Mars, and like the gates of hell are opening, and you have to fight demons to prevent them from getting to Earth. That's a cool story. I think.
Yeah.
I can't.
And I've played Doom since I was a kid.
Did anybody notice the old school sounds in it? The sound of the doors opening and closing, and the sounds of the shotgun.
Not really. I haven't played Doom in like ages, but I loved playing it as a kid. I remember my friend got Doom 2. I went over his house, and I just couldn't stop playing
No,
that
the
game.
sick thing about that.
I had
What?
a Jaguar.
Yo, the
Atari Jaguar?
the sick thing about that, yeah. Do you know the bit where the guy you're playing as or her? Well, basically cuts an arm off and he puts it on the machine to unlock something.
Almost certainly it's going
that
to
was-
be a male character. It's always been a male character. I don't think they're going to change the main character.
Yeah. But that
So
was
it's going to
sick,
be
though.
Arnold
Arnold?
Schwarzenegger. We're going to Mars.
You do the chopper.
No, it's going to be the guy from... No, it's going to be the... No.
It's going to be Sylvester Stallone.
No. It's the guy from... I can't remember any fucking movie that this person's been in. I literally made a joke, and it's falling on me.
Darth Lundgren. I'm joking.
Andy Dick.
No, just give me a second.
but that
Andy
Doom-
Dick?
It's the guy from Dread. That's who you're playing as.
Carl Urban.
Carl Urban?
He played that character. He played that character in the Doom movie. That's why I made the joke.
Oh,
He was
that,
just Doom?
that film sucks.
Yeah, he played the main character, which was really funny. You know why?
Wait, aren't you talking about Dwayne Johnson?
No.
'Cause
Have you seen the movie?
I've seen the trailer, and The Rock was in that movie.
Yes, The Rock is in the movie. He plays the antagonist.
Oh.
Carl Urban plays your main character, your hero, your protagonist. Which was very, very misleading because everyone thought The Rock was the main character. He's not. Carl Urban is the main character in that movie.
That movie's shit, man. I'm sorry.
No, it is shit. I saw it because I'm a fucking fan of Doom.
But I'll admit, the first person scene was sick. You know, with the gun. That was sick. That was the only good thing about it.
I might actually check it out only because of Carl Urban.
Yeah.
What?
I said I might actually check it out just because of Carl Urban. I had no idea he was in that movie.
Don't.
Don't, man, because
Really?
it's a horrible film. It's torture.
it's not worth it. Like, literally, go watch one of 100 different Color Urban movies before that.
Yeah.
Or waste. Wait, I could waste my money on Almost Human. I have not seen that show.
It's really good.
Yeah, you could waste your time on that instead of wasting your time on something that is literally crap that does not have any redeeming qualities. Like, the games are great, and, like, literally, here's the plot. I said it earlier, but here's the plot of Doom, okay? You are a Marine who goes to Mars. The gates of hell open up, and you have to fight back demons to stop them from invading this world. How the hell can you get that story wrong? Like, they literally changed that story. They changed that story, and they turned it into a virus. They changed demons into a virus. What?
I know. It's fucking dumb, man.
Like a ripoff of Resident Evil?
Not really. It was more of a technovirus that, like, makes you into, like, demon-like
The
creatures.
T-virus is some unknown
So they're trying to tap into the inner
You know, I think it's a virus that's made up to Mars. Well, the idea of it is, how do you think that's a good idea? You turn something that might be generic in its way, but it's still cool, into literally the most generic thing you could have done.
Let's just say, Daniel, it's a piece of garbage. The film is.
Yeah, but no, Doom looks good. I can't wait to try that game out. I haven't played Doom in a while. I've played. I don't think I've ever played Doom 3. I have a copy.
There's a BFG edition.
What?
There's a new edition of Doom 3. Well, it's like 2 years old, I think. Where it has like extra levels.
Yeah.
Fix the light problem in the game.
Daniel, you should get it next year and play with me online, man. It'd be sick.
Yeah. I'll give it a thought. I mean, I'll think about it. No other titles I'm looking forward to have already come out.
It came out 3 years ago. What's the next item on our chopping block?
Star Wars Battlefront.
Yes.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
This September. Wait, no. This November. I can't wait.
Yes. So Mark can go first because he's probably the biggest Star Wars fan here. So.
I'll go last because I've been talking the most.
Okay. What did you guys think then the gameplay and?
Looks great.
And I enjoyed it, but my only nitpick is why didn't they have Luke Skywalker in Empire Strikes Back uniform? And they took directly from
Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
I think you can mix up costumes possibly.
I think you can mix and match who's going to be in it. I'm guessing that's probably a setting to where you can choose which heroes show up in which areas. Because I don't think they would do it that way. Because to be fair, let's be fair, they wanted to have a lightsaber duel, but they also wanted to show Hoth. So they really couldn't have had the other Luke.
And plus,
they could have been a lightsaber duel, but it wouldn't have felt right, if that makes any sense. That's why I think they did it.
Yeah, but at the same time, it felt like one of those over-the-top action movies. Like, you got the what are they? The X, not the X-wing fighters, but forget.
The Starfighters.
Yeah, the Starfleeters, and they're taking on the AT. Were those the ATs?
What, you on about the Rebels or?
Yeah, the Rebels. No, the Vader's troops. It's been a long time since I've seen Episode 5. The one with the long legs.
Oh.
Okay, there were the AT. There are the AT-ATs and the AT-STs. Are you talking about the two-legged ones or the four-legged ones?
The four-legged ones.
Yeah, you can just talk.
The four-legged ones are the AT-ATs. I don't actually know the initials of what they stand for off the top of my head. I think it's Assault Transport something.
Yeah, man, the Empire. Oh,
Yeah, because both
Okay, no,
sides.
it's armored. It's armored. It's armored something assault transport. That's what it stands for. Let me actually look it up because this is gonna. Yeah, it's gonna piss me off if I don't look it up.
Because the way how the video played out is you've got a huge war going on Hoth, and then right near the end of the fight, I mean the clip, both Luke and Vader just walk right toward each other like they don't give a shit about what's going on. Nothing is bothering them at all, like badasses, and bam, they go into a fight.
So they like charge right into each other.
Oh no, it's not a charge. It's more like a walk through the park. They're just strolling. They're heading straight toward each other. Like, yeah, I'm gonna fight you. I'm taking you down. No, the Sith is on my side. I'm whooping your ass, son. Bam.
That was the fight. That was.
Yeah.
Yo. I can't wait for the deals. Like for Jakku from Episode 7, the Desert Planet in the Star Wars trailer. That's going to be free DLC, which is going to be pretty cool. Hey Ren.
Yeah.
Rennie, what did you think of Battlefront?
Just give me a second here. I think I know what it stands for, but
Ren, what
yeah,
did
it
you
does.
I thought it was amazing, but I wish they would have put the lightsaber battle to like first person.
Yeah.
I thought it would be like
Well,
really
lightsaber
cool.
battles don't look good. Okay, I was wrong. It's all-terrain armored transport. That's what it stands for.
It's just a shame there's no campaign on single player, but at least you can play online with
Well,
friends.
no, there is. It's just not like okay, they didn't come out and say this completely properly. There is single player gameplay. You can play completely by yourself perfectly. It's just instead of it making like making a story where you go from one thing, they make it where you have little tiny like missions that you go on, and they're customized for the game. So they're not having like an ongoing story, but you're gonna get to see all those famous moments. You're gonna get to still see the things from the movies. You're just gonna get them in little bite size. You're gonna get little missions, and I think you're probably gonna be able to do them as you want, and it's gonna have full cooperative play. So there's still gonna be a lot of content. They just didn't want to have like a story mode.
Yeah, it's
So it's not
I'm
going to be a
Go on, Daniel.
it's not going to be a linear story. It's going to be a loosely based story.
Yeah.
Well, it's not going to have a story at all. It's just going to be like it's probably just going to be big moments from the movies that you get to do, like you might, and they might not all be from the movies, but like you might have like a mission where you have to transport supplies from one point to another. And I'm not actually, this is not something they've actually confirmed, so I might be wrong on how the mission structure works, but it'll be things like that where something a little quicker, something maybe like instead of it being like an entire do this, you complete the level, it might be just one little thing, but they can tailor it, make it, and they can make them more unique.
There is going to be no prequels in it. Just the original.
No prequel content and no space battles.
I'm just
So, what is the next game on the chopping block? Any takers?
Metal Gear Solid 5.
Well, that's
I
not
don't think I saw
E3.
anything at E3. What?
I don't think that is E3 at all.
I think I got one. Star Fox.
Well, no, I think that was at E3. I think they showed a new trailer. Did anybody watch the new trailer?
I saw the trailer.
No.
I watched the trailer.
Okay, talk about it.
Daniel watched it. You watched it, Daniel.
Oh no, I haven't seen it. No,
Do you mind if we talk about it?
it's cool.
Okay, is that Solid Snake at the end of the trailer?
So, Solid Snake.
Might be in the game, yeah.
A kid version with Liquid.
With Eli, yeah. Because the kid's Eli in it. It's speculated to be Liquid in it. So.
So the kid is going to be Liquid Snake, most likely. but there's no hint of a adult, young 20s Solid Snake.
Well, pretty much
No.
this game's probably going to be focused on before.
You know when the game takes place, right?
Eli,
Yeah,
Eli,
84.
Eli and David are 12 years old.
Because of my speculation is that I think near the very end, or maybe like as an ending.
Wait, there's two.
Huh?
There's two kids in the trailer.
There's two.
Yeah, the twins. Liquid
both-
and
Yeah.
Solid.
So they're
So
both
Solid
in
is.
the-
Yeah.
Solid. It's David
I
and
think
Eli.
Solid and Liquid. I think they're both in the game.
Yeah, and I was going to say in the 20s, Daniel. They're both 12 because it's 84. So
Yeah. I know that that Phantom Pain is set in 1984, but my speculation here is that maybe like near the end, like say that there's a conclusion ending. Maybe we might see a grown-up Solid Snake, like
What, you
a
mean-
flash forward.
yeah, you mean like leading up to the first Metal Gear game?
Yeah.
Oh,
That might happen, unless of course.
I don't think so. There would be no need to do that. Why do that in this game?
They're not going to do that because they're busy focusing on Big Boss.
If that is Solid Snake in the trailer, it's going to retcon Metal Gear 1 and 2. You know that, right?
How, though?
Why?
My friend knows. What did he say, You know, I can't remember at the top of my head, but he said it will retcon 1 and 2. Literally.
Okay, I would need to know why to see, because I played 1, and I don't see a contradiction in it.
Because,
I don't either.
Oh, that's because Solid Snake didn't even know Liquid Snake in Metal Gear Solid.
Oh, okay, both of them are that. Okay.
Well, he could
Yeah.
probably suffer from amnesia.
Well, yet again, that would not be Metal Gear 1 and 2, that would be Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah, that was a Metal.
Liquid is not in either 1 or 2.
Yeah, it's my bad. I mean Metal Gear Solid.
Didn't Hideo Kojima say that if he were to do a remake of Metal Gear Solid, that, or not Metal Gear Solid, but Metal Gear 1 and 2, that he would have to just do that story over again, because from Metal Gear Solid 1 through all the way to 5 here, so much of the story has expanded that he would literally have to do Metal Gear 1 and 2 over again.
Well, to be fair, he's not going to do anything anymore, so it doesn't matter.
Because he's left Konami, you know.
There's no control of the series, and
Yeah.
Konami's probably never going to give him rights to the series ever again. Because this series makes money, so they're going to keep it, and they're going to keep making games.
Yeah, just find someone else new to write the story and direct it and produce it.
So they are going to make a Metal Gear Rising 2 then?
And there's a rumor going on as a possibility. Maybe.
So he can't do it
Oh,
himself,
there's-
even though he's the creator of it?
Okay, do you know how this works? He created it for Konami. Konami owns the rights. Same thing with, okay. Have you heard of the game Bloodstain?
No.
Okay, great, wonderful. Well, Bloodstain, who owns Castlevania?
Doesn't Konami own them?
Okay.
I have no idea.
So, the idea of it is that the creator of Castlevania is making a game called Bloodstains. Why is he not making a Castlevania game? Because he doesn't own the rights.
The same thing with the guy who created Mighty Number 9, who's the creator of Mega Man.
Yes. He doesn't own the rights to Mega Man, but he can still make a game that's similar to it. They don't own the rights to that type of game. So it's that's what they're stuck at. And one of my friends who's a big Metal Gear Solid fan said that's probably what's going to happen with the creator of Metal Gear Solid. He's probably going to go and he's probably going to make his own Kickstarter, and he's going to probably make a game reminiscent to Metal Gear Solid.
It's funny that they took Kojima's name off the game. Konami.
And they put it back on.
Did they?
Back on?
Yeah, I think that was just an error. I think they actually came out and said that was a mistake. That was not meant to happen. That was a mistake.
So if Konami makes another Metal Gear Solid game, like if they try to redo the story over again, and the game flops, you think they might try to beg Kojima to come back?
No. They're going to do what all these companies do. If it flops...
They're going to cancel it.
No.
Oh?
They will do something else. The franchise, they know, can make money, but they'll do what they think is necessary to make money.
Oh, is this officially the last one then, you think?
No, this is not the last one by a mile.
They're saying that there's going to be more Metal Gears in the future. Just because he's gone doesn't mean they're going to stop making it.
But you know what this does mean?
What?
It's the end for Zone of the Enders.
Oh.
Unless the creator tries to get the rights for that and makes the Zone of the Enders 3. But there's no way they're going to do Zone of the Enders 3. The one person at the studio that could have actually vied for that is gone.
Yeah.
Kojima?
Yeah, he made those games. Were you aware of that?
Yeah.
I'm aware of that.
And I still need to play those games. I own both of them on the PS2, but I haven't played through them. I played a little bit of one. I played probably about 10-20% of the game. I enjoyed what I played.
Have you guys beat Ground Zeroes yet?
Nope.
Yeah.
I haven't played the game before that.
I beat it last year.
Yeah,
I didn't bother wanting to get in that anyway.
I haven't beat Peace Walker yet. That's why I haven't played it.
yeah, I need to, yeah.
The only game I haven't beat besides Metal Gear 1 and 2 is Portable Ops.
Yeah, I never knew that was canon because I know that Roy Campbell's in the game.
Yeah, what, Portable Ops?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is canon. The only thing I don't get it is...
It's like ages ago I never knew that, so...
The only thing I don't understand is that the talk is that Kojima doesn't even like the game.
Why is that?
I have no idea.
I don't think it had anything to do with the development of that game.
Oh, next game. I think Daniel...
Okay, let's get a little bit of flavor in here, okay?
Henry, you haven't spoken for a while. What game do you want next?
Okay, I think... Hold up. Give me a moment. Star Fox Zero?
Okay, good. I was going to get a little bit of flavor, but you put a little flavor in it. Okay. What are the thoughts on Star Fox Zero?
Is he a prequel mod? Because it's called Zero.
I think it is, but I don't think it matters.
Yeah.
It's not about his father. I thought it was, I'm near positive it's not about his father, so I don't think it matters.
Because I've only played the first one on the Super Nintendo.
You mean the one where they use the Mode 7?
Yeah.
The FX chip?
Yeah, it's been ages.
You know the first one. The first one and 64 are the same game, right?
But 64 is sort of like a soft reboot.
Yeah.
No, it's a remake.
Yeah.
It's not a soft reboot. A soft reboot is when you change the characters up and you make the story at a different point in time, but you're basically acting like the event. You're disconnecting it so much from the original source material that you don't need to know about it.
So why was Star Fox 2 dropped?
Because Jesus, I can't remember, but
they made Star Fox 2 I believe, in Japan. It just never came out in the West.
But eventually they took all the ideas from Star Fox 2 and pretty much moved it to Star Fox 64, essentially.
Not all the ideas, because they talked about one idea they didn't move.
But just some.
The transforming mechs.
Yeah.
But eventually the elements and ideas, as far as I know, from my experience from Star Fox 2, they shifted to Star Fox Command, which is a DS game.
I'll be definitely getting a Wii U for Star Fox Zero and Mario Maker, definitely.
I tried out the Japanese port of Star Fox 2 on an SNES emulator, and I think I recall it focusing more on
more strategic.
No, I mean, it felt more. I didn't beat it, and I didn't play it for a long time, so I don't know how the full structure of the game was. But it felt more first-person perspective, where you're instead of third person.
Oh, the game was canceled. They never. Yeah, it's unpublished.
Yeah, because I think that was the first game where they introduced the Star Wolf team.
Why did it get cancelled?
Hold up. I shall rock to wiki. Okay.
Okay, this game was exclusively covered by the various game magazines.
Okay.
Star Fox 2 was fully completed. I was the lead programmer and made it. Nintendo's never disclosed the official reason for the cancellation, but it was completely done.
Yeah.
And again, maybe we'll get a version on the eShop one day.
The Wii U Virtual Console.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind seeing the original Star Fox on the Wii U as a virtual console game.
But
that is not a virtual console game?
I think that was for the original Wii U. Maybe. I could be wrong.
Was it on? Wait, no. I know that.
Give me a second. Just give me a second. I'm going to answer this question in 1 second, okay?
Hold up.
Pretty good here, but virtual console.
I've never played a Star Fox game since the Super Nintendo. I will be definitely getting on Wii U.
Do you have a working PC, Chris?
No.
Well, once you do have a working PC, download the SNES emulator.
Or you can try the SNES 9X, which it's pretty good.
I've still got my original Star Fox on the Super Nintendo. I've still got it.
Well, I mean, if you're unable to get your SNES to work properly, because I have an actual SNES and I have not been able to get it to play on my TV. Try the PC. You just download an SNES emulator, then download Star Fox ROMs. You'll be able to play it.
Still got my SNES and NES boxed up.
Now, as far as I know, in terms of Star Fox Zero, it's actually done. The developers is Platinum Games. I think.
Oh, that they did Metal Gear Rising, and
they done titles like I think Bayonetta was one of them.
You know what? I was thinking.
Yes.
The platform game. No, with platform games, Daniel. Because they did Metal Gear Rising. I'd like to see them do a Devil May Cry if Capcom didn't have the rights. That would be so.
Well, I mean, speaking.
Okay, all they have on the eShop is Star Fox 64.
Yeah.
What were you going to say, Daniel?
Let's see. In terms of Devil May Cry, I've heard that Devil May Cry 5 is gonna happen or is planned or in talks, but no idea when it would happen. So basically, the reboot Devil May Cry, it's not going to be pushing forward with any more games. They're going back to the original franchise.
Mm-hmm.
They said they was going to reveal Resident Evil 7, but I didn't see anything on that at E3.
No, there was no Resident Evil 7 stuff at all at E3.
Oh, okay.
I know they was talking about.
I think they showed off Zero at some point, but that's about it.
Yeah.
I was watching it on Twitch, and they showed a couple gameplays footage.
The transformation, part
of the R-Wing.
Yeah, it looks interesting.
Yeah. I think that was an idea I might have noticed that was originally from Star Fox 2. So I could be wrong on that.
Yeah, no, that was. They actually did confirm that was an idea from Star Fox 2.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they did. That was an idea that they had in that.
Yeah, my memory's kind of shit at the moment.
That's fine. Yeah, I'm kind of excited for it. I don't think the game looks all that good. Good in that graphic-wise. I think the game could have looked a lot more polished.
Plus, the Star Fox crew is rocking Scouters.
Vegeta's gonna be pissed.
It's over 8,000.
Fox, what's his power level? It's over
over
9,000. Yeah.
8,000.
It's over 8,000. Darn.
Well,
How's
talking
it
about
possible?
Nintendo, who here is excited for Earthbound Beginnings?
Oh,
What is...
I might as well get this out there. I am not much of an Earthbound fan, but I can understand the popularity of it and the fan base for it.
I played a little bit of Earthbound Beginnings. Didn't play a lot of it. Up till now, the only way to play the game was
Through Super Nintendo emulator, as far as I know.
on NES emulator.
Yeah.
Because the game was fully translated, they just never released it.
Oh, okay.
Because it was too costly to release.
Oh,
And so
okay.
they upgrade. They literally made the game better, pretty much making it where they couldn't release the game. Like, they literally made a game too expensive to produce.
Yeah.
So, you're referring to the...
Cartridges would have been too expensive to make. It would not have been profitable.
So you're referring to the Famicom title / NES, like the very first one. Okay.
To be honest,
Yes, that is now on the eShop, titled Earthbound Beginnings.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to play the series. I just never got around to playing it. I'm definitely going to buy 1 and 2 on the eShop, Mother 1 and 2, or Earthbound Beginnings and Earthbound. I've always wanted to play the game. They are JRPGs. In like Suburbia, instead of you being like a knight or fighting like things, you like literally some of your enemies are like animals and like guy with pitchfork. It's like
or
animals.
random, like, bizarre-looking creatures type of thing.
Well, later on you get into other weirder things, but I mean, like you'll fight really common Suburbia stuff in the game.
the most interesting thing at Nintendo for me was obviously when I watched the World Championships final was the Mario Maker, which was which was really competitive with friends. So that
you could design levels the way you want them to be.
They did confirm 2 things about Mario Maker that's actually really good.
Yeah.
They have confirmed that the game, that to publish a level, you have to be able to beat it, okay?
Yeah.
Oh, what?
If a level is... What?
What did you say, sorry?
Nothing.
Yeah.
All
To
right.
publish a game, you have to be able to beat it, so there's going to be no unbeatable levels, okay?
Alright.
So you can't make a level where, like, you have, like, a platform that nobody can jump. That won't be allowed.
And
Like it's essentially unimpossible type-ish levels.
Yeah, like, if you can't beat it yourself, you can't upload.
Okay.
Oh,
You can't publish unbeatable levels.
can you actually do this? You know, when you're online with friends on the Wii U, can you actually like send files of levels online with the Mario Maker or not?
Well, I think they've confirmed online connectivity because you can publish levels. So yeah, they're going to be online.
That's it.
But the next thing that's really, really interesting is they're going to rank levels by how many people have actually beaten them.
Wow, that's cool.
So like if you have a really easier level, your level is most likely going to get seen more. So like there's still going to be insanely hard levels, but they want to make it where people can actually enjoy the game, and so the people that are making like the really, really ridiculously hard levels. I don't know. Have any of you guys ever played? Have any of you ever played any fan-made Mario games?
Yeah, I played a bit of Mario X.
Maybe a couple.
Mario X on the PC.
I played a little bit. I played a little bit of Super Mario World 3. Just fan-made game. Literally, I think I got to the 3rd stage in that game.
Mark, have you played Mario X? Because me and Anthony used to play that. It's a fan-made Mario thing where different levels.
Is it insanely hard?
Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah, no, I've not played that one. I've played Super Mario World 3, which literally I got to the 3rd level. That's how hard the game is.
Yeah.
So in terms of graphics, is it going to be strictly retro, or Is it going to be more modern as well?
Basically, it's going to be original.
They already showed it off. There is Super Mario Brothers, Super Mario Brothers 3, Super Mario World, and New Super Mario Brothers are the art styles you could pick from. And while building your level, until you select a style, you can choose whichever style you want and build your level.
You also have the, for the original Mario Brothers, they have the mushroom glitch where you basically skinny with Mario. That's kind of cool. That's it.
But yeah, the game looks really fun. I'm happy they're doing it. I'm happy they're this was one of their big things. Nintendo had like the weakest press conference, but when coming to this, they certainly it certainly there was a lot of content here, and I can't wait to play this.
Ren, did you see anything of Mario Maker? Does it interest you?
No, I went to play. I mean, I saw it during the Nintendo Championship. I didn't see the full Nintendo conference.
That final was hype, wasn't it? Yo. But yeah, anything else? Any more games?
There's plenty of more games.
Yeah,
but,
I think there's
any thoughts on Rare Replay?
I can't wait.
I
cannot wait.
I haven't heard of it.
It was in the Microsoft.
It's a rare collection. It's going to have 30 games. It's $30. It's on the Xbox One, of course, because they own Rare, and it's basically going to have a lot of their greatest hits. It's going to have Perfect Dark Zero, Viva Pinata,
Battletoads,
Banjo-Kazooie, Killer Instinct Gold, I think it was.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, Killer Instinct 2, but the home console version. I think that is it's a good lineup of 30 games. Like literally, I looked at their lineup and I was seeing if I could justify a purchase, and 5 games out of 30 is a steal to me. 5.
Talking about Killer Instinct, you know the new one on the Xbox One? Well, you can actually cross-play with PC, but that's pretty cool.
Oh, didn't hear that. That game really upset me the other day.
Yeah, you got Season 2, haven't you?
I have Season 2, but I downloaded it.
Yeah.
Spent a little time downloading it, installed it because it's a free-to-play game.
Yeah.
Well, if you can call it free-to-play, because you get one dang character. I mean, it's stupid.
How much is it?
How can you call that free-to-play?
How much is it to get all the characters, or?
I think you can get Season 1 for $40, or Season 2, I mean.
Yeah. This is an interesting game, Rise of the Tomb Raider. Okay, Daniel, it's not going to be on the PS4 soon, so we don't know.
Well, we don't know if it's ever going to be on the PS4, so let's wait until they announce something about that.
The graphics for that game look so amazing.
Mm-hmm.
No, that game looks amazing. I'm probably going to be picking that up next year. Probably not going to be picking up this year. I'm probably going to wait till I can get it for a little bit cheaper. But I'm certainly going to pick it up soon. Like, I liked the first one. I've played Tomb Raider Anniversary, Tomb Raider Legends, Tomb Raider Underworld, and the Tomb Raider remake. So I certainly want to play this one. This one looks really good.
They've changed Lara's face from the reboot, more graphical, which is good.
Mm-hmm.
Tweaked it a bit.
Is it the same voice actress?
Yeah, it's the same actress, yeah. They've just made the face more realistic, which looks so sick.
Mm-hmm.
What did you think, Rhett? Did you see Rise of the Tomb Raider, Reverend?
Yeah, I did. I've been knowing about it for a while since I follow a hardcore fan of it. I'm really excited for it. I like how it looks. It's really beautiful to me.
Yeah. Agree.
So let's talk a little bit about The Legend of Zelda Triforce Heroes.
Yeah. It's essentially a 3-player co-op type-ish game.
There will be single player, but I don't know how single player is going to work.
It's probably going to be
this game?
Okay, hold up. It's probably going to be similar to the Zelda 4 Swords Anniversary Edition, where single player is how it's done in there, type of thing.
Yeah.
Yep, no. I'm aware I've beaten that. But I'm just saying, anybody excited for this?
I'm excited because
I'm not. I'm more looking forward to the game that's coming out next year for Zelda.
Zelda Wii U, you know it.
So is Zelda Wii U going to be a remake?
I kind of doubt. No, who knows?
Zelda Wii U? No, I don't think it's going to be a remake. It could be a remake of the first game.
It could be a sequel to Skyward Sword. It's possible.
It is. It could fit in a few different places. I don't think it's gonna be a remake of the first game. Some people were speculating because of what you saw. I can't wait to see more of that game. Yeah, I was really excited to see that game, but it wasn't gonna. But they decided not to do it. Now, it's almost certainly gonna be next time Nintendo shows off something. It's almost certainly gonna be there.
They're probably going to be doing a Nintendo Direct about it or something. You know, that's just my guess.
Do you guys watch the Nintendo Directs?
I do.
I watch every single time one comes out.
Or we could be at the Tokyo Game Show.
From what my friend told me earlier, they almost they're never there.
Oh, really? No way.
Yeah, so I don't. So.
Nintendo is obviously Japanese, so. I know Mark wanted a female Link. That would have been cool for the Wii U version.
I think that was has been speculated in the speaking of which,
it's already been debunked. It's a male Link.
The Hyrule Warriors 3DS version of it, because I know GameXplain was kind of speculating.
Yeah, no. They did talk about that. That there might be what's her name?
Zelda.
No.
Tetra, I believe. Tetra from Wind Waker.
No. Give me a second.
Just a shame Netflix series are going to happen for Zelda. I was looking forward to that.
Yeah, same here.
That would have been so cool. I think Mark wanted a Game of Thrones, like, Netflix series for Zelda would have been cool, so...
Well, they said that. That's why I did that video.
Yeah.
We're talking about how you would do it, because I don't know, are any of you familiar with Game of Thrones?
No, we'll
I've
be
seen a
watching
couple episodes of it.
In Game of Thrones, what they do is they focus on heroes or they focus on different characters. And so you'll see perspectives of different characters. And I thought, well, you can do the same thing with Zelda. You have Link, you have Ganon, and you have Zelda, and you focus on each of them. So that was
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I was saying.
At least we're getting a Mega Man series for 2 years.
Okay. The character's name that the crossbow that they were talking about is Linkly. Link L-E.
Okay.
L-E. Linkly.
That is the female. That's the name of the female Link.
I'm actually glad that one of the characters from Game of Thrones is actually going to be Ellie in the Last of Us movie.
Yeah, that is the character who plays Arya, and she is amazing.
That's great. You think she'll pull off a good Ellie then?
Yes.
That's good. And she's English as well.
So everyone's going from Game of Thrones to the main theatrical films.
Game of Thrones. Do you know how popular Game of Thrones is?
Pretty big.
Very popular. My best friend loves it.
it is literally one of the most successful HBO, or it is the most successful HBO show ever.
Yeah, going directly with the books, no.
No.
No, I thought so.
I'm not going to go into why.
Mm.
Because that
Yeah,
was...
I know the Sarah Connor.
What?
I know the Sarah Connor that's in the new Terminator movie next month is from Game of Thrones.
Yes.
Oh,
And
shit.
and the villain from Dread also was in Game of Thrones.
Oh yeah,
shit.
yeah. She was also, ironically, she was also Sarah Connor in the TV series.
Yep.
No way.
Yep.
I can't wait to watch
And let me put it this way. I want to like that actress. I really do want to like that actress. I can't, but I want to like her. I'd love to like her, but I can't.
But the Lena, what's her name?
Yeah, Lena Headey. I cannot like her anymore. I hate her. Nothing to do with it. She's a great actress, but I hate her.
But the character.
No, I hate her because she is so hateful in the show. I cannot see her as anybody else. When I see her, I just get pissed. And that's because she's such a great actress.
Yeah. So, Smash Brothers?
So, what, yeah, let's talk about the DLC for Smash Brothers.
Ryu, Roy, and Lucas.
Right,
Revealed.
I'm really happy that Ryu's in the game because he deserves it. He's probably the most popular fighting character of all time.
Well, here's the funny catch to it, Chris, because, and you know, this was like way back in April, believe it or not, because deep within like the game's data and coding, there was like a file named Ryu, and it had like Ryu's theme with it from Street Fighter 2, and people speculated, is this the character that Sakurai was going to work on? And
Yeah.
and one of them was also Roy. You know, 2
Yeah.
months later, here we are. Turns out it was actually Ryu and Roy.
And we also had more arenas. We had was it that Dream Tree thing arena?
Dreamland from
Yeah,
Kirby.
that,
It was from the Smash 64 Suzaku Castle.
Yeah.
And
the
the
the-
Suzaku Castle.
no,
was
that's
one of
not what
them.
he's talking about. He's talking about the Kirby stage that is available now.
Yeah.
There's also a
There's
there are three stages that were in there.
one of them was in fact a Wii U exclusive, the Miiverse stage.
Yeah,
I
there's
got-
the Miiverse stage. There is the castle from Street Fighter. What's that called?
Suzaku stage.
Yeah.
Suzaku
Street
And
Castle.
there is the Kirby Dreamlands, Kirby stage. Forgot what that's called.
Dreamland.
Then,
It's Dreamland. 64.
yeah,
Dreamland.
and then there are two additional stages that will be released later. Hyrule Castle, and I forgot what the other one was.
Oh,
Dreamland. I like the music to it. I like that.
In Ryu stage.
Yes, it
How much-
has Ryu's theme and Ken, a remix
Yeah,
version.
Yeah, orchestrated, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, it was done by one of the
Is
people
that
at
the
Nintendo.
only level you could have saw them doing, or was there another level they could have done?
I think, I would actually like to see a Mega Man X stage.
I wanted to see
No,
Ken
I'm
start-
talking about Ryu.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
Ken started well. I wanted Ken in the game as well. Would have been pretty cool.
Well, maybe
DLC
a color variation.
I wanted them to do pellet swaps.
but yeah,
Oh.
DLC skin for Ken. You could have Ryu and Ken, but
Well, you do know
isn't
it's
there a Ken amiibo?
no, there's a Ken.
No,
trophy.
there's a Ken. No. There are trophies
Yeah, there
in
was.
the game.
Yeah, if you've seen my post on Facebook, Daniel, there was, the Ken's trophy and the Splatoon Inkling girl from Splatoon.
it's pretty cool that you can have the Hayachi Me, which
Yeah.
is kind of 6 second. That's cool.
Yeah,
So
they
is this
also
the-
have some. Go ahead.
Is this DLC for 3DS and Wii U?
Yes, both.
Yes.
Of them.
And if you own both copies of the game,
Which I do.
you can buy the DLC you can buy a bundle that comes with both of them.
They've done
So
this.
any DLC that you want to buy, you can buy. For any DLC you want to buy, you can buy them together, and you get it for a much cheaper rate.
Or individually. Whichever.
Yeah, you can buy anything individually, but if you're gonna buy Ryu for both consoles, you buy them together. You don't buy them individually.
Yeah.
I can't wait to get
So
Smash
the
Bros.
rate is like really, I think it's like $1 more. So a $6 piece of DLC you can get for $1. So you pay $7 to get 2, I believe. I might be wrong on that, but I think that's what it
What's
is.
the online like for Smash Bros? Is it good? Is anybody
It
playing
is
online?
pretty. It is. Yes, it is good. It is far better than Brawl. Believe me. Brawl's
the-
online.
Well, there's a lot of content in the game. I really like the board game.
Oh, you mean
Smash
Tour? Smash Tour.
Yeah, that's a really fun mode. There's just a lot of content. Eight-player Smash hasn't done a lot of that, but that's really fun to do.
Yeah. Because originally that was from Melee, but I think because of the GameCube and Wii's limitations, that was kind of, they had to save it till later for another time.
There's a lot of content in the game. The character selections are really good.
Yeah.
One of my biggest complaints is like literally every single Fire Emblem character is in the game. Not really.
Let's see. There's Marth, Ike, Robin, Lucina, and Roy. I mean, you pretty much you got the main characters of the each Fire Emblem series.
And technically there are 2 Metroid characters.
Well, you mean regular Samus and Zero Suit Samus?
Yeah, that's what I get. But Fire Emblem fans get 20 freaking characters. Not really.
Well, let's see. Robin.
And watch.
It's only actually 5 Fire Emblem characters.
I was very.
Yeah, 5 from Fire Emblem, and there's 2, and it's the same character from Metroid. Does that make any sense?
Well,
No.
here's the thing. Back in the April direct back from 2014, the reason they negated transformations for Zelda and Sheik, how they're separate characters. He wanted more feel a bit more versatile, I would say. Like how Zelda's down B is the, she sends out
That's fine, but I'm just saying the idea of it is that I want more Metroid representation in the game. I think another character and in a realistic choice I would have put is Adam from Other M.
Well, the reason I kind of doubt, another Metroid representative would be in there is because about the whole Ridley rage that's been going on throughout the years. Yeah. I think Sakurai. Hold on. You did say that Ridley is really popular, but he would have to downgrade it, and he wouldn't be as intimidating.
Yeah.
Okay, good, fine. You don't put that character in there. Does that mean we don't get any other characters from the series? You want me to give you a list of 5 characters off the top of my head that they could have put in the game?
Sora.
Go right ahead,
I wanted Sora game from Kingdom.
Not
Sora's from
Goku,
Kingdom.
please. No.
Sora.
I mean, there are plenty. I said Adam. There's Adam. There are a lot of bounty hunter characters who would be fine. Most of them are close enough to be compatible. There is Dark Samus, right there. That's probably at least 7 characters right there that they can do. Actually, that's
I know,
more because there's a whole lot
developer is
of bounty hunter characters in the series.
there's a couple of characters I recall that developers were wanting in, Shantae, Gunvolt, Quote, those.
No, but I'm just saying, out of Metroid, there are plenty of characters you can put in the game. And I think Adam would be the most reasonable, because Adam is a Federation trooper. He has a power suit of his own. It's a Federation suit, so it's nowhere near as good as Samus is. But
Dark Samus probably not, because they already did, assist trophy out of that.
and again, you could still do Dark Samus. we'll have to wait and see what they do. But I'm just saying there are options. There are characters in the series you could do.
Can I say something? I was actually disappointed that Sora was in the game from Kingdom Hearts mode. It would have been if Sora was in the game with his Keyblade and with his attacks.
Yeah, we'll see what they do.
I
We'll have- it is.
go ahead.
Do
Sorry.
you think it'd be pretty cool if Sora was in the game?
I don't know.
Hey Daniel.
Yeah?
Do you think Sora would be good in Smash Brothers?
Yeah. I mean, it would be... Well, I don't know how it would work. I mean...
Better choice than Goku, in my opinion. Oops.
just using his Kingdom Hearts 1,
Design.
yeah, or Kingdom Hearts 2.
Well, was kind of the same with Zero, but nope, we got a me outfit out of him.
Just don't make him OP like he's in Kingdom Hearts 2. He's just like nerf him a bit at least.
Like how they did it with Ryu, sort of thing.
Yeah, like Kingdom Hearts 1 standard. Yeah, exactly like in Street Fighter 2, because Ryu's been a bit up since Street Fighter 4, so...
So what,
Yeah.
they nerfed Ryu?
No, like his moveset, he's not an easy fighter to use, but, you have to adapt on the fly type of thing.
Yeah, basically, if you use the original controls for Street Fighter 2, you can basically knock out an opponent.
Because, you see, if you execute the original, fireball motion with Ryu, is a Hadouken will do more damage, type of thing.
What about the Teksmaki?
Yeah. It's sort of the same with the Hadouken type of thing. If you input it in its original corresponding motion, it'll do more damage.
Sure, you can.
Tatamaki Senpukyaku. I like some pound cakes. Sure, you can. Hadouken.
So, what's next?
Okay, so the next thing on the chopping block, I think it's big enough, is Xenoblade Chronicles X.
Yes, that's the one.
What's that? I don't even know, tell me.
The original Xenoblade Chronicles, it's, JRPG type of game.
Do we know if it's a sequel or just another remake?
I think it's... I don't know. It's probably separate, type of thing.
I think I've heard that it is a remake.
Probably separate continuities, maybe. I could be.
Which is really weird. They keep doing it to that franchise. Can we get sequels in this franchise?
I don't know. I guess that depends on the creator, I guess.
Is there a storyline to it?
The first one, yes. Let's see.
So the good games, Mark, you recommend them to me?
I haven't played them. I've heard nothing but good things.
I heard him, maybe through Chugga Conroy, because he's LPing that on his YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Because I am thinking of getting that, once I get myself the new 3DS and a copy of the game.
Yeah.
Now, as for plot, as far as I know, it's going to be centered in Los Angeles. New Los Angeles, technically.
What is?
Xenoblade Chronicles X.
That's where E3 was. Funny enough.
It's in New Los Angeles? I
Yeah.
thought it was on an alien world.
Something like that. That's what I'm
Okay,
looking
it's not
for.
a direct sequel to Xenoblade.
But in it,
Nintendo's
Ultimate
House
Universe.
Division confirmed during the live stream.
I thought he was going to say Xenoverse. I was like, oh, okay.
No, no. Your mind is playing dirty
Instead,
tricks
the
on
game is more of a spiritual successor to Xenoblade. So if you haven't played the first one, you should have no problems playing this one. And none of you probably have played the first one. You know why?
Because it's never been on consoles, is it?
It has.
No, it has
It's been on the Wii, and recently.
And it's like $70 used.
Oh my god. This
Oh
is
my
why I
God.
probably. This is why.
What did you say, Man of Tomorrow?
It's like, God.
Jesus, like.
If you have a new 3DS, anybody here have a new 3DS?
I will
I
get
do.
one eventually.
Do you want to get a 3DS for Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance and a couple other Mario games and stuff, so...
If you have a new 3DS, you can get it on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the only exclusive game. I don't have a new 3DS. You know why?
Why?
Because I have an old 3DS
Yeah, the original
that I
one.
bought years ago.
Old school, man. Yeah.
And like it's like I would buy the game, but they don't want to release it on the Wii anymore. And so, I'm sorry, I'm not going to be right now. I don't have the money to spend the freaking $200, and I am kind of pissed. I'll give you a little quick rant. I'm kind of pissed. Now, personally, I wouldn't have bought it anyways, but I'm kind of pissed that they only released in America. Only in America did they release only the XL version of the new 3DS.
Well, I heard Japan got the the standard new 3DS with the
Oh.
face plates.
If Chris wants to get one, he can get either one. Because in his country, they actually released both. Only in America did they only release one. I literally had a friend of mine that was ready to buy one, and he said, "Oh, I already have an XL. I don't want a freaking XL. I want a small one." Nope, didn't buy one. Like, they literally lost the sale because of that.
No way. I never
Yeah,
knew that.
it's only in America. Only in freaking America. Does that make any sense?
No.
No, not really.
Would you have gotten an XL, Man of Tomorrow, if you had a choice?
So what, between the new version and the prior version?
No, you got a new 3DS, right?
Yeah, the newest one.
It's
Okay.
So which we got.
Would you have gotten an XL or a standard size if you had the choice?
I would have gotten a standard one, only because it would be cheaper.
the face plates?
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
would
it
you
does
have
bring
rather
out-
had a bigger screen or a smaller screen? What is more your play style for handhelds?
I like bigger, but I mean, it's not a deal breaker. I mean, it doesn't have to be.
I guess
Because to be honest, buying smaller just because of the price, you would have saved like $30. It would not have been worth it. Like, literally, if that was the reason, then I would have advised you against it, because saving $30, it would have been at most $30. Like, that would not have been a save. Oh, were you pissed that you had to buy a separate charger?
A little bit, but it turns out, I mean, that in a way that pissed me off, because why, if you're gonna sell the 3DS, sell the charger with it.
You know why they did that?
No.
Because they're marketing to people that already own one.
Yeah. But the good thing is that the charger only cost me, I think, like, what, at least $10?
But I'm just saying, you should not have to buy something else. They should put that in. And they should have a cheaper version that says without charger. That's fine. They should not sell a product without a freaking charger. It's not playable without a charger. Like, I literally heard people say, oh, this has batteries because it doesn't come with a charger. No, it does not have batteries.
That's like saying, when I bought my PS4, there's no HDMI wiring it for my HD TV, and I've got my HDMI wire for my PS3. That doesn't make no sense.
To be fair, that would have made a little bit more sense. Because that's a common cord that everybody has one. We're talking about a charger that only works on certain systems. If you don't have one of those, you'll need to buy one. It's a stupid decision.
Yeah.
So, any more?
Street
Any more?
Fighter 5. Yo.
The Cammy White reveal and Birdie.
Yeah, Mark was happy about Camus being
Yes,
revealed.
Same here, but Birdie just kind of had me raising an eyebrow. Like, okay, why did they go back to his old design but not his Street Fighter Alpha?
I was watching the Capcom stream yesterday, and Birdie looks really OP. Very OP. Because I was doing a tournament yesterday, and I was watching it. and some people's playing as Birdie. It looks really OP. Mad.
In
I wonder if
terms of
Dan
his-
is going to be in the game.
God, I kind of doubt it. Chris, have you seen a Maximilian Dude's video where he talks about, the Shoto clones type of thing?
I haven't watched that yet. I've only watched his Final Fantasy VII one at the moment, and his Shenmue 3.
I haven't seen the video yet myself, but, when I get the free time, I'll be sure to check it out.
Yeah, it's cool. The mechanics and everything looks pretty sick. They said it's
Yeah.
going to be Street Fighter 2 speed when you're playing the game, which is kind of interesting because it's going back to the roots of it.
Yeah.
So
Well,
And
Back
they
to the
were
good
gonna be-
old days.
they said Sony says in the conference that the beta will come out on July 23rd, which I'm definitely getting the beta, either by pre-ordering it or signing up on the actual website itself. So, and are you guys getting the beta next month? I know Henry hasn't got a PS4 or something.
Hoping maybe later this summer or either way, my birthday.
Well, I think the beta has a limitation, so you better see when the limitation is.
I know it lasts for 5 days because I checked on Event Hubs. That's a
It's
fighting
only
game.
5 days and then it goes off? Okay.
Yeah, it's only 5 days. Yeah.
It seems like a waste of time just to sign up for a beta.
Why? You
Well-
pre-order the game for $5 most likely, and you get 5 days of gameplay.
5 days is good enough, Daniel. It's nearly
It's
a
a
week.
beta. You know what betas are, right?
Yeah,
they're-
then just check
it's
it
a test.
It's a beta. What?
I was going to say they just
It's field testing the game. It's not the final version. It's like an early draft of a game.
them just Capcom are just checking the netcode if the netcode is fine and everything. So because the netcode was pretty bad on Street Fighter 4 on the PSN, it's better on the Xbox to be honest. It's much smoother. So
What about the PC one?
the PC is like the arcades. It's
Oh, okay.
60 frames per second and yeah, which is the
Is that good or
PS4.
bad? Is that good?
Good, very good, and the
That
PlayStation
delicious.
4. The PlayStation 4 version, unfortunately, for Street Fighter 4, had to get patched
They're pretty-
twice.
Jesus Christ,
And,
they must have gotten gypped on day one.
And I was really disappointed
Have they
about
fixed
the
it?
amount of glitches. What, say that again?
Have they fixed it?
Yeah, they've updated 2 of the patches, which was 1 week and the second week. Because the online was very bad, it was very laggy, it was horrible. I'm just glad they patched it now.
Mm-hmm.
Because the PlayStation 4 version is like the PC version, as you do if you're playing in the arcades, which is great.
Yeah.
So I'm actually happy about.
What about Tekken 7? If you're talking about Street Fighter, you got to bring
I
up
heard,
Tekken.
I heard no news on Tekken 7. It might be at Tokyo Game Show probably. So.
I heard some rumor that it might be coming out on consoles next year.
Yeah, that's why I theorise because the arcades came out this year, so for Namco. So
Yeah.
Yeah, like the PS4 version would be coming out first.
Man, what was I going to say?
And then there's Tekken Cross Street Fighter. No clue when that is ever going to happen.
And I was surprised about Tekken X Street Fighter not getting announced at E3. Maybe next year, probably, or Tokyo
Let's
Game
hope.
Show. So.
Because
Well, yeah,
it's bound to be far better than what we got from Capcom. Oh, that god awful game.
Street Fighter X Tekken.
Yeah.
So, any other games?
Yeah, and one thing I do want to talk about, in the Sony conference, what did you guys think about the Morpheus? The virtual reality thing?
It's nothing it's something hard to show at something like this.
Yeah.
They should at the wrong time. They should have waited to like a electronics con or something.
No. It's not that they showed it at the wrong time. It's something that's hard to show. VR is hard to show because you can't do it.
Yeah.
and wouldn't it go beyond just simple gaming?
Well, you know what the VR is going to be used for mainly, right?
No, what?
I don't know which one this is, but they showed I don't know which headset they did this with, but they did some tech demos with them, and they were date simulators.
Mm.
Date simulators? Like what? Like how? Like
Japan
web
has a large chunk of date simulators where you have a virtual girlfriend.
Pretty much get to interact with.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And that's going to be a big thing for these things because the closer you can get to actually feeling like it's a girlfriend, the better. It's a whole thing in Japan. They're very, very common in Japan. And it's certainly going to be something they're going to use it for.
Oh, similar like the video girlfriend that was it was like an anime that was brought up by Ben Sage, where this character that he gets this video and he's trying to play it, and for some unknown reason the actual person in the video comes out of the screen, and it said that this character will be interacting with you and bonding with you until the video ends. Meaning, once that video stops, that person will be gone forever.
When I think of the Morpheus, I think of VR Troopers. VR Troopers. Back in the day.
Because I saw like not it wasn't for Sony, but it was for Microsoft and their version, and it touched on Skype.
No, I'll say something about Microsoft. The thing with Minecraft was incredible. Did you guys see about the Minecraft?
No.
They did. Fucking hell, Mark, did you see it?
Yeah, I saw it. It looked good.
It's amazing, man. Did you see it, Ren?
Yeah, I saw it.
Imagine. There's a few games. There's about 1, 2, 4 more games I want to talk about.
Yeah.
The Last Guardian was a good one. That got delayed 6 years ago, didn't it?
Yeah.
It's beautiful though.
Is it a brand new game, or is it based on something else?
I don't know.
It's a spiritual successor to Ico and Shadow of the Colossus.
I've never played them games. I do want to play.
It's kind of like a pseudo trilogy where it completes those games. It's not story linking; it's more art style.
Yeah. Anything on Last Guardian, or do you want to move on, or?
I guess we can move on.
Did anybody see No Man's Sky?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm skeptical of that game. The claims that guy is making are ridiculous.
Yeah.
No, I mean, they're literally ridiculous. Like, if he's telling the truth, there are literally more planets than than people in this world.
Yeah, I heard you can't find your friends online on that game because of how big the universe is.
So what?
I heard that when you go online on No Man's Sky, that you can't find your friends, how big the universe is.
Yeah, that's like, basically it's making something big to make it big, not because it makes the game better, and that's an issue.
Yeah.
So, I don't know if I'm going to be excited for that game.
What do you think, Ren? What do you think, Ren? You looking forward to it?
I am, but once I get a PS4 again.
What happened to your PS4?
It was my brother's, it wasn't mine. He was living here we lived together for a while, and then he moved out.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
Did you see the gameplay, Daniel, Henry? No Man's Sky?
No.
You should check it out. Daniel, it looks really, really good.
Well, speaking of games, what about the Final Fantasy world? What's that all about?
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I get it. It's only on the PlayStation 4 and the Vita, isn't it?
The Vita, I think.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
I think another game I probably want to bring up is from Nintendo is Fire Emblem Fates.
Just don't get mentioning
I won't mention the story about it.
Just don't get mentioning Metroid to Mark Silgoff.
But Fire Emblem Fates, surprisingly, is actually a game I'm looking forward to. It's if I'm not mistaken, the predecessor to it is Fire Emblem Awakening.
Because, Mark, I know you're so pissed off with that Metroid game, which is not a Metroid game in your eyes. They're making petitions to get it off.
Oh, you mean for Federation Force?
Yeah.
It won't get taken off.
But I think you wouldn't mind if I link you to a video about this. Some Call Me Johnny actually made a video about this not too long ago, giving his honest thoughts about it.
And what were they?
They'll try the game out, tell them if, is it worth buying or is it not,
I'll just borrow it from a friend or something. I'm not gonna waste money.
Yeah.
No one blames you.
So, we've got 2 last games. Unfortunately, with Naughty Dogs, on Sony's conference, I was a bit disappointed that we didn't get a Last of Us sequel, so...
I'm disappointed that there was no God of War.
Yeah. But what did you guys think of Uncharted 4?
It looked really good.
Except for the technical difficulties at the beginning. that was funny.
That intro they showed off during the conference.
Yeah, for Uncharted 4, for Naughty Dog.
Especially the end. Oh god, no. And then, the logo shows up.
See, I'm actually glad they're going to release the Drake Collection in October because I've never experienced an Uncharted game. I'm actually glad I'm actually going to get them on PS4. Which
They're actually fun.
Yeah, they're going to twerk some different trophies for it since there's no online for most of it, which is good because I've never really tried the online multiplayer. I've been mainly for the story.
Yeah, it looks good. But
yeah, I just wish that they had included Golden Abyss.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What is it on the PSP or?
It's a Vita game. It's set before Uncharted 1.
Oh, so it's a prequel to 1 then. Oh.
Yeah. It's a prequel, but the only connection between that game and Drake's Fortune is Sully and Nathan Drake are in the game. You don't see what's her name? Is it Ellie or?
They're in Last of Us.
No, not Last of Us. I'm talking about the blonde.
No.
I don't know, man.
Her character doesn't even show up in the game at all.
I would say. Would you guys like to see an Uncharted film?
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Who could be Nathan Drake? The guy that plays Green Lantern, Nathan Flint. I think his name's Flinton.
Fillion.
Yeah, Fillion. He would be perfect.
Years ago, but not right now. He's getting old.
Yeah. I mean, well, if not him, let's see, Carl Urban would be another choice.
See, Carl Urban is my choice for Joel in the Last of Us movie, which would be pretty cool. He'd be perfect. Or Hugh Jackman. So no, he's going to retire.
The character, I mean, not the character, the actor, whoever the actor is that's going to play Nathan Drake, it's got to be a character that's got a dry, wet humor. Because that's the main thing with Nathan, is that he's always a smart ass.
Yeah, I can't wait to play the games. But yeah, anything else on Uncharted 4? Mark?
I'm excited for the game. I really like the franchise. I played all 3 games. It was actually one of the games that got me to buy my PS3. I went into Blockbuster, and that was one of the games that stood out. I rented it, and I've been a fan since.
Yeah. Well, I was looking at a UK website called Eurogame today on the news. And apparently at E3 they're going to release a Beyond Two Souls and Heavy Rain on PS4.
Well, that's a given. That's a given because a lot of the games that were on PS3 that were big sellers are being pushed over to PS4.
Yeah. I'd love to see like a director's cut edition to Beyond Two Souls on PS4. That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
And I've played Heavy Rain, so.
In that, I would definitely buy the Heavy Rain on PS4. Well, not just because I enjoyed the story, but because I'm pretty certain it's going to include all the DLC, and I never got the DLC for the PS3 version.
Was there any DLC for Beyond Two Souls? You know what?
For Beyond Two Souls, it was just, which I did get because I pre-ordered it beforehand. It's simply there is no story to it. It's basically your character Ellie is in this field room, and it's like a training area where it's basically you could pass it off as a tutorial. It's like you got to do this and you got to reach the end area. You know, and it's basically go through this door, show us what you can do, Ellie. Try it, show your skills off.
Did you say Ellie? It's Jodie.
Oh,
Ellie
Jodie. No. What? Jodie. Well, it's like Jodie. That's her name in the game. Yeah. Jodie. It's when she joined the military. That's basically it. And I thought for certain maybe they'll put out some other DLC for the game, but no, they don't. And aside from that, the only thing else that's included with the game, if you actually pre-ordered it at GameStop, I think, is a dynamic theme for your PS3 and the making of the game, which was great. I'm pretty certain they'll include all that footage into the game as bonus material, along with that exclusive DLC. But I mean, I'm just hoping that the creator of the game, actually comes around and decides, I'm going to make a sequel to Heavy Rain. I'm going to make a sequel to Beyond Two Souls, because based on the endings, they could literally make what is it? For Beyond Two Souls, depending on what ending you choose, they could actually make a sequel and make it work.
Yeah, I'd love to have a sequel to Beyond Two Souls. I'm not going to spoil anything for you guys, but there is a massive cliffhanger, and it's interesting, man, where it could lead up. Because there's so many endings with Beyond Two Souls, it's unreal.
Yeah, and they they interlock, so to speak. I mean, some are different from others, but many of them draw to the same conclusion, which is pretty interesting.
Yeah.
And let's see, in terms of Heavy Rain, that could actually work to a degree, because it gave off this impression like, the journalist character could be a main focus of the second game if they actually make one. For love of God, make one. And it's rather vague, like, it gives you the impression like, wink wink, this could be a sequel idea. But you never see the actual person. It's when they're when she's signing her book, and that's it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm actually glad them doing that. What do you guys think of Gears of War 4? Mark, because you've got an Xbox One in it, so...
I have never played the Gears of War game, but immediately when they are available they're available to play on the Xbox One.
The collection.
Vault.
Yeah.
No, they're not making a collection. No, the backwards compatibility. I'm gonna borrow them from my friends and play through all.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah. And you got... I don't think Daniel and Henry's played the Gears of War games, have you?
Yeah, I've never
No, I never played it, a single one.
I think I played a little bit of it co-op with my friend. They're fun games.
They're
They're
good.
well-made games.
They are good Xbox games, yeah. I've played them. They're really fun.
Gears 4 looks amazing.
Yeah. Have you played it, Ren?
Yeah.
Gears? Do you like them?
Yeah, they're cool. I actually have a beta code too for Xbox One,
Okay.
which my cousin's own, so I'm probably gonna get on that later this
cool.
week.
That's cool.
Yeah, I literally when I booted up my Xbox One, it just gave it to me. It was just like, here's your beta. I'm probably gonna play the beta.
Yeah. So, this is the last game for the podcast. Assassin's Creed Syndicate in London. What did you guys think of that?
Okay, I want to come out with my little rant on how they're marketing the game.
Okay.
Okay, so for a while, people have been wanting a female assassin. You could say Liberation, but that was not a main gear. That was not a game in the main series. That was like kind of like a
spin-off.
That was not really a spin-off. That was on like another system that didn't get not a lot of people played initially, and so people had wanted it, and they didn't give a female option in Unity for the multiplayer. And so in this game, the game comes out, they reveal that yes, yet again, you're playing as a male, but there's a female assassin, and it kind of bugged me. And then my friend gave me information that, no, you get to play as, what's her name? Do you know her name, Chris?
I have no idea. I've just watched the gameplay, man. That's all I've watched.
Okay. Well, yet again, that's my rant, is that in the gameplay, like in the new trailer at the very end, they do show, one of the new trailers, they do show her off. But the idea of it is, from what I understand, this is going to be like Grand Theft Auto 5. She will be playable in the game. She will be switchable in all missions that are not her missions. She will be or in all non missions. She'll be playable, and then in her missions, which apparently I've been hearing like 25% of the game will be her missions, she'll be fully playable. And they haven't shown that. Why the heck don't they show that? That's going to be a huge selling point to people who've been wanting this, and they haven't been showing.
Yeah. I was actually talking to my friend today. What if, the two twins in the game, what if you could like do co-op online? That would be pretty cool.
They said no multiplayer.
Really? Oh, that's a bummer.
What? Why? Because of Unity?
I don't know. All I know that when they released Unity, they had bugs and glitches and everything, and they did.
Was
was
that a multiplayer game or?
What game?
Unity.
Unity was a single player game with cooperative play.
Yeah. But I hope this Assassin's Creed movie will be good next year. Trying, man. Oh man.
Like, who's playing the main character? What, Michael Fassbender? Or?
Did you like Unity, Chris?
I still haven't completed it yet. I'm doing good at it. I'm really having fun with it. It's pretty cool that you're in the French Revolution and everything. Because I know you meet Napoleon, which is really cool.
I've heard the game is extremely buggy. Have you been having issues?
No, it's patched.
Yeah, but I've heard like it was so bad that I don't know if they could patch it that well. So you haven't you haven't had any major bugs?
No, I've had no bugs, no glitches, no nothing so far.
I'm gonna probably play the game soon on my Xbox One.
Because I got Assassin's Creed Rogue on PS3, I still need to complete that game as well. And I've got Unity as well, so you know.
Yeah, I gotta play Assassin's Creed Rogue at some point too. I own that game also.
Yeah,
but yeah, I'm excited for the game. I can't wait to see it.
I'll give it a shot.
So
I still need to catch up with the other games.
So guys, who won E3?
Sony.
In your
Yeah.
opinion? I'm going to say Square.
Sony or Microsoft, it was too. I think it's too close
Yes.
to call because depending on
Yeah.
what you want, their things they announced. Actually, no, I think it was either, but I think it's in between Bethesda, Microsoft, or Sony because all of them offered something different, and depending on what you latch onto. Is who you think wins. So, like, if you're not a big Final Fantasy and a Shenmue guy, you're not going to think Sony won. And if you're a big Gears fan, then yeah, you think it's like they all had big announcements. They all had things. So I don't think there's a definitive winner.
I think it was a tie between Sony and Microsoft as well because Microsoft, with the backwards capability for the system, there was more caring about the system than their games. But I think Sony with their Pro was more of the games of the Final Fantasy VII.
Well, but then they showed off some really I think with Microsoft they showed off some first party things, like they showed off Gears 4, and for Microsoft fans that's a big deal. They showed off some things there. I think their new game lineup. Oh, their one game we didn't even talk about.
And what was that?
Horizon.
I didn't see that. What's that?
Here.
That was at the Sony press conference. That was the woman with the bow.
Yeah.
I'm excited for that game. That reminds me of Trox so much. I'm excited for that game. Anybody else excited, or is that just me?
I'm excited.
I'll have a look at the trailer in a bit, and we also had a Hitman reboot as well, so that's pretty cool.
A what reboot?
Hitman reboot?
Is it confirmed to be a reboot?
Yes, it's a reboot.
Okay.
Here, I was hoping for another Splinter Cell game.
Really? Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I really enjoy
But,
those games.
but yeah, I mean, so yeah, I say there is no winner. Chris said an even tie. Man of Tomorrow said Sony. The other two, what do you guys choose?
I'm kind of tied between Sony and Nintendo, to be perfectly honest.
Sony
Wow.
and Bethesda.
I'm going to be honest now. Nintendo had a really bad conference. I've never
Yeah,
seen it.
Nintendo tanked.
So,
And I'm a Nintendo fanboy, and I think they tanked it.
yeah, it was bad. I've
What
never
makes you
seen
think they did bad?
You want me to give you all the list of everything I think they did bad?
Sure.
Mark can explain it more than me because he's, knows more Nintendo.
Okay, let me explain what they did everything bad, okay? They
Go ahead.
showed us every single game we wanted to. They showed us nearly every single game that Nintendo fans have been wanting, but in the wrong game form. They give us a Metroid game without Samus. They give us an Animal Crossing game that is a board game.
Ooh.
Where it's trying to be
They
like
gave
Mario
us a
Party.
Zelda game, even though we weren't asking for one. We
Wait.
didn't care. We didn't want a Zelda game. Fine, wonderful. Next year we're going to get our gorgeous, really good game, and we're getting Hyrule Warriors in the 3DS. We don't need a Zelda game. This is the year for no Zelda game. Actually, technically we're going to get Hyrule Warriors next year. Star Fox was somewhat of a disappointment. It didn't look great. It looks fine for what it is, but it certainly wasn't the game. They wasted time on shit we don't care about. Okay, great, make a documentary on the development of this stuff that you've done. I would watch that. But this is supposed to be your press conference, and you're talking about Arches, how that inspired you to make a game. Show us a game instead of doing that.
Yeah.
I mean, they wasted time on things that they shouldn't have been wasting time on. And they didn't give us the things we actually wanted. Or another one. Okay, so people wanted a Paper Mario game. Instead, we got a Mario Luigi game that features Paper Mario. Yet again, they gave us everything we wanted, but in ways we didn't want. In ways that we don't want. And so it's literally insulting us. It's literally going, yeah, we're going to give you a tease of what you want, but then we're going to slap your hand away. It's kind of like it's kind of like when you try to give a dog a treat and then it goes to the treat and you smack it. That's what Nintendo did.
Wow.
Ooh.
Jesus.
Should I not feel insulted by that?
I don't blame
I'd be
him more.
insulted.
It was disappointing.
Ew.
I said I would be insulted. And I
Yes.
grew up
I
with
mean, like,
Nintendo.
literally
Same
giving
here.
you a tease of what you want. It's giving you a tease of what you want, and then saying, nope, we're not going to give you what you want. Now, to be honest, the Zelda game doesn't look bad. Yeah, there is good offerings. The tennis game is fine. But, I mean, and obviously there were other things like Fire Emblem Fate. That looks good, but we knew that existed. There's Shin Megami Tensei X Fire Emblem. That looks freaking amazing, and the new stuff they showed off in that game looks freaking amazing.
There's also...
But yet again,
Go ahead.
the new announcements were almost all things we did not, or that we wanted in forms we didn't want them. And like, this is not just me. Like, literally, that Metroid Prime game.
Federation Force?
Yeah, that has literally, I think, 10 times more dislikes than it has likes.
Jesus Christ.
Same thing with the Animal Crossing party game. That game has so many more dislikes than likes.
What about that Blast Ball game?
That's part of the Metro. That's part of the.
Yeah, it's probably going to be included in Federation
No,
Force.
that is included. They made that very clear.
Okay.
So you get
That comes with it. Yet again, that would have been fine. Like yet again, you know what they should have done, and you know what I think. You know what my solution would have been?
Go ahead.
Call the game. What's the game called again? I forgot its subtitle.
For which one?
Federation Force,
Yes,
right?
that's the one, yes.
Okay. Call it Federation Force, featured in the Metroid universe in small print.
So
Yeah.
it's sort of like how last year Square Enix had the Final Fantasy VII logo in the background on stage, and people were thinking, "Oh my God, we're going to get a Final Fantasy VII remake,"
And then they slap your hand.
"Yeah,
They
we're giving."
give you a treat, and then as you're going for it, they slap your hand and say, "Nope, you don't get it."
That's
You're
like
not getting a Final Fantasy VII remake. We're giving you Final Fantasy VII from the PC,
Okay.
ported.
Imagine that. But imagine that for every one of their for nearly all of their new announcements. How would you?
so
Pissed off.
Mark's face.
Okay, so should I feel happy at Nintendo's press conference?
Oh,
No.
I mean, we got announcements. We got Ryu. We got Roy. We got Lucas. We got new stages. We got Earthbound, the beginnings. We got all of that stuff, but that was on Sunday. This was supposed to be their big event, and they should have put that stuff there. If you had put that stuff there, took out the filler, people probably would have felt better. But we had days. We had 2 days, or we had an entire day to soak that stuff up, so that by the time we got there, all we had was hype. All we were like is, if that's your warm-up, if that's your appetizers, I can't wait for your main course.
Yeah,
It's like
basically-
literally giving you the greatest steak you've ever had and claiming that's an appetizer, and then giving you something that tastes horrible as your main course.
Basically, Mark's face was like Maximilian's reaction to the Final Fantasy VII PC port to Nintendo. It was kind of like that. So,
So, just out of curiosity, you think they should have showed it on, like, maybe day 2, 3 or something?
What?
What Nintendo showed off, sort of thing.
I think they should have taken the content from Sunday and incorporated it in the video, because if they didn't have anything big to show, then the big stuff you show that. Yet again, they literally showed off one of their bigger announcements, and that's how piss poor it was. A freaking NES Virtual Console game was literally one of their biggest announcements.
wow,
Does that explain how bad that is?
that's bad.
Yeah.
And they did not say that. And no, but here's the bad part. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
that wasn't shown at the Nintendo World Championship Edition. That wasn't shown at any of the directs. That was shown at a pre-show right before the thing. So literally, if you didn't watch the pre-show, like I did watch the pre-show, if you didn't watch the pre-show, nor do you watch like online things, if you're like, oh, I'm just gonna go watch the World Champion Edition. It's at 3:00, right? If you went to watch that, you would have missed the announcement, and that was literally one of their biggest freaking announcements. They didn't know, they messed up majorly.
I can't remember, but did they actually talk about Mario Maker more?
Yes, that was their last thing. That was how they ended their show, with Mario Maker. I'm sorry, that's not a good thing to do. Like, they did a lot of cool things where they were explaining their process of how they make games, but you don't put that in a presentation like that.
How can you see Nintendo improving for E3 next year? What do you think they should do?
Yet again, give us what we're actually asking for. Next year is going to be the NX, so they're going to show off the NX, and that's going to be a big announcement. What the NX is going to be a huge announcement. Whatever that shapes to be, whatever that actually is going to shape their conference. They're obviously going to talk a lot about that, because that is most likely going to be coming out in 2017, and so that's certainly going to be a big focus of theirs. How they what that is. Like, I know what I think that is.
Yeah.
I have a guess on what I think it is. I could be 100% wrong, but I've heard this said multiple times by people speculating what it could possibly be, and I think this is the best idea. I think it's going to be a console, but I think it's going to be a console with a handheld gaming device, kind of like the tablet controller for the Wii U, but instead of it being just being a peripheral for the Wii U or a controller, I think this is actually going to be something you can take with you, meaning that I think it's going to be kind of like what they tried to do with the PlayStation 3 to the Vita, where you can play your games on the go, you can come home, and then you can play it on your big TV. I think that's what they're going to do. I think they're going to do something similar to that, is where you can play these games on the go on this little handheld device. Then when you go home, you can port your save data, and then you can play it on your big TV.
Yeah, I kind of noticed that with some games on PS3.
And I think they're gonna have full cross buy, cross saves. And I think they're going to have they're going to show their big new network. They're going to show some mobile games. That's going to be later this year. They're going to show off their first mobile game, because I think there's going to be some released this year. New mobile games.
I was going to say to Mark, we didn't talk about the PlayStation. Is it the PlayStation Vue? What is that?
The PlayStation Vue is basically television on the PlayStation. It's a subscription-based television program. So instead of having cable or dish, you can have PlayStation Vue. I don't know details on it. I do know you can pay per channel, meaning that if you only watch a single channel, let's say USA is the channel you watch all the time, well, you can just get USA.
There was nothing on the PlayStation, no. Nothing. Literally.
Yeah, because I think right now, it's not going over so well, and I think gamers are just, I don't know why it's not going over well. It is a compromise. Sony did double down and say that they have no plans for backwards compatibility.
Well, they're going to up the game now because Microsoft have got backward capability, and that's fucking sick.
But after that, they said they have no plans.
Yeah.
So they're they're doubling down.
Okay.
Meaning they're basically saying, no, I don't care what they announced. We're still not doing it.
Yeah. I enjoyed Square Enix's conference. I did get trolled a lot in that conference. With fucking Kingdom Hearts Unchained. Just give me Kingdom Hearts 3, goddammit. Fucking hell.
Was Kingdom Hearts the only thing they talked about?
Now they talked about Unchained first, so I was like, oh, I thought it'd be Kingdom Hearts 3. And fucking Square trolled us first, so I was like... And the Japanese dude keeps on going onto the stand, man, talking about Unchained. I'm like, fucking give me Kingdom Hearts 3, man. Oh,
No, I mean, was it strictly Kingdom Hearts related, meaning Unchained and Kingdom Hearts 3?
yeah, I thought he was just going to talk about Unchained, but not Kingdom Hearts news.
Because you asked about the View. View is available. PlayStation View is available in Chicago, New York City, Los Angeles, Philadelphia, and San Francisco.
Yeah, we just had the PlayStation update with Media Player, which is good, where you can basically play music with your games, which the Xbox had. About time we had that, man. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you guys want to wrap up then?
Sure, I guess.
Yeah.
It's nearly been 3 hours.
Actually, 2, because I've been trying to keep track of time.
2.5. Actually.
It's been 2.5.
I was going to ask Ren something. Ren, who do you think won E3?
I'm about to say Sony did.
Yeah. Cool.
Yet again, as I said earlier, I think it comes down to who you were, what announcements
You were
resonate.
focused on.
It was a
Yeah,
tie.
like
It was a
me-
bit.
For me, I want to play Shenmue 3. I want to try Last Guardian, and I want to play Final Fantasy 7. So yeah, I'd probably say Sony won it, but that's
Yeah.
completely personalized.
Yeah, pretty
If
much.
Final
For me-
Fantasy 7 Remake doesn't interest you, then that doesn't interest you.
Yeah, I think it was a tie between Microsoft and Sony.
For me, I would say, Sony for the most part, but Nintendo felt more like the appetizer to me. But, you get the idea, right?
But it was bad. Let's just say
Yeah,
that.
but Nintendo felt more like the appetizer, but I think Sony just did a fine job for me.
It's funny because, with Square's conference, how small it was. Fucking hell, they had a good conference, man. Shit. Kingdom Hearts 3 and Final Fantasy 7. Showing the trailer. Yeah, so...
Yeah, but to be fair, I think their conference kind of suffered a lot because their 3 of their big announcements weren't there. They only showed a trailer of Rise of the Tomb Raider. They weren't able to unveil. They were not able to unveil Hitman. And they weren't able to unveil Final Fantasy VII. Like, literally, the things that you would be expecting to be announced there weren't announced there.
Yeah, we had Justice 3 as well.
But we are going to get news on Final Fantasy VII this winter.
Yeah.
Good to know.
And I don't know in what form that's going to be. But yeah, we are going to get some kind of news. I'm hoping gameplay. I'm hoping.
Yeah.
I want to see how the battle system is going to look. I want to see, convince me, show me why
I would not be surprised if it was out in 2017 because it was out in '97. It'd be the 20th anniversary, so.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's my guess. I'm guessing. Final Fantasy 15 will be this year. Kingdom Hearts 3 will be next year, and 2017 will be Final Fantasy 7 remake.
I just hope the game plays like adventure and graphics. That'd be saucy.
Well, we already saw how the game's going to look, and they're going to be similar to that in game. We're at a point right now. That cinematics and in games do look similar.
Yeah, true.
So yeah. So this was Goku Photo 1.
The Amazing CJB.
Ran Krypton.
Then tomorrow 79.
And the Ultimate SSJ0X.
Yeah. And please leave a comment below. Tell us what you think. Tell us who you think won, and tell us what your big announcements were. And we'll see you next time. YouTube.
Yes. Later.
Mm-hmm.